Good morning and thank you for joining us on this special Friday. Yes, it's the kick start of the weekend. It's another beautiful Friday morning, and that's why this morning I want to start by saying thank God it's Friday. It's been a long, hectic week for me, and I'm sure for a lot of you, our viewers watching, you have been looking forward to this day as much as I have. This is Good Morning Abuja. My name is Shuaibu Mustafa Nabaran, and we are coming to you from NTA Abuja Channel 5, the Unity Station. This morning, as usual on the program, we are going to be bringing to you some interesting content that will help to make your day beautiful as well as set the tone for a relaxing weekend. All of this you'll be able to enjoy if you stay with us. But let's start with one of the regular features of this program, which is our motivational segment. And Simon Ubong is standing by, guiding us through life by telling us about guiding a teenager through life's twist. Let us take a listen to this and pick up some very interesting points that Simon Ubong wants us to know about.
You've embarked on the adventure of guiding a teenager through life's twists and turns. It's like sailing on charted waters, full of exciting discoveries and a few stormy pitches. Think of your teen as a vault of stories waiting to be unlocked. To crack the code, give them your undivided attention when they talk. No interrupting or flashing that "I've got it all figured out." Try a new kind of questioning. Replace those yes or no questions with ones that require a bit more than a word. Keep the tone light and friendly. Embrace the conversation as if you are just chatting with a buddy over a cup of coffee. That way you don't make them feel like they are stuck in a lecture hall. Every time we talk to our kids, to listen with empathy. Another point I want to point out is nurturing support and understanding. Your teen's emotions are like a puzzle, and you are the puzzle master. Even if you don't understand fully, let them know you understand how they're feeling. Give them the space to test their wings. They're like new birds learning to fly. Allow them a few practice flights. Be their steady lighthouse in the midst of their stormy sea. Reassure them that you are there to listen whenever they need. And remember, if they drop a big bombshell, stay cool. Going all fireworks might make them clam up next time.
Thank you so much, Simon Ubong. And yes, being a teenager is one rough time in life, I must say. As a teenager, it was bittersweet for me. I was grappling with the changing world of knowing that I was now being made to take responsibility for some of the things I was doing, as well as trying to get my own footing and saying, hey, I am big enough now to enjoy some form of freedom. Whatever the case was for you, or whatever the case is for you now, please understand that it is with dialogue and understanding and lending and listening ear that we can get through this phase together. So let's go to our next segment of the program, and that's the keep fit segment of the program. And this morning we're doing general body workout. Yes, we're just going to just flex the muscles and just get in shape. So let's do this together. Welcome back from that Keep Fit Corner. I hope you took part in the exercise with us. There's nothing as good as staying healthy and staying fit. So let's go on a short break now. When we come back, there's still more on the program that I want you to take part in.
Eyes for Allah, nothing but Allah. Ba is the beginning of Bismillah. Ta is for taqwa, bewaring of Allah. And Tha is for thawab, a reward. Ja is for Jannah, the garden of
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Welcome to your weekly guide, Light of Islam. I am Aisha Ahmed.
As Muslims, we know that in Islam, time is a very good and important commodity that we have.
Believe in the angels of God as one of the 6 articles of faith.
Taoism made in form rows, and how the rows are made is such that the Imam stands in front and then right behind him.
Assalamu alaikum, this is Light of Islam. Keep watching Light of Islam and CHANNEL-5.
Za is for zakah, to cure our greed, when we give our money to those in need.
Welcome back. Today is the 11th day of October, and that means today is the International Day for the Girl Child. Yes, this is a day that is set aside annually to celebrate the girl child, commemorate the event, as well as raise awareness about the challenges that the girl child faces. This morning, we've put together a feature that talks about the girl child, which is centered around the theme for this year's commemoration. The theme, of course, is vision for the future, and I know you're itching to watch this. So let's watch this feature together.
International Day of the Girl Child worldwide, celebrated on October 11th of every year. In a world where voices of girls often go unheard, the International Day of the Girl Child stands as a beacon of hope and empowerment. This day is celebrated globally. It's a reminder of the challenges faced by girls worldwide, the urgent need to address gender inequality. Celebrating this day raises awareness about the importance of supporting girls and creating opportunities for them to thrive. This day is celebrated globally to ensure access to quality education for girls worldwide, to protect girls from violence, protect girl-child marriage and abuse of all types concerning girl-child. Most importantly, providing platforms for girls to make impacts to the world.
Welcome back to the program. Good morning, Abuja. We've been having an amazing time this morning. Our conversation is going to be about the girl child, and this is in commemoration of the International Day for the Girl Child, which is the 11th of October of every year. This year's celebration is centered around the vision of the girl child, and we are going to be delving into a conversation that captures the essence of conceiving a vision and executing that vision so that the future of the girl child will be guaranteed, and of course our society will be a better place. I am joined in the studio this morning by a young international human rights ambassador who happens to be also a girl child, and of course she's, amongst many other things, a poet, a writer, and someday in the nearest future we hope to say we will be celebrating her as a doctor. This morning, please join me as I warmly welcome to our studio Kosiso Chukwu Peace Asogwa. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, you're welcome to our studio.
Thanks for having me.
Yes. Now, you are an ambassador for the girl child, an international ambassador, which means you have had some experiences or some stories shared with you or personally experienced as regards some of the difficulties that the girl child undergoes. So my question now is, what are some of the challenges you feel the girl child faces?
Challenges the girl child faces?
Yes, exactly.
Now, there are a lot of challenges the girl child faces. First of all, I'll start from the birth.
Okay.
Gender inequality.
Okay.
Then I would say, let's bring it up to human trafficking. As we all know, human trafficking is the recruitment, transportation, transfer, harboring or receipt of persons by means of threats, use of force, and all other forms of coercion, of abduction, of fraud, of deception, of the abuse of power or position, of the vulnerability of the giving or receiving of payments, or the benefit of achieving the consent of a person, having control over another person for the purpose of exploitation. Exploitation can also be at a minimum, exploitation of the prostitution of others, and all other forms of sexual exploitation, like forced labor or services, slavery or practices similar to slavery, servitude, or the removal of organs. Now, girl child face a lot of challenges. In our society, I think you agree with me that the rates of human trafficking that happen to girls are more than the ones that happen to boys. Then the girl child face rape. Now, I know of a girl that was deceived and transported to Libya and was forced to sleep with 20 men in a day. And I also know of another girl that every night she was constantly raped by her father. And she did not break the culture of silence because they have told it on her that if she breaks the culture of silence, one thing or the other will happen.
These are very, very serious challenges there. But now, as an ambassador, what are some of the things you did, you're doing, or you hope to do in giving voice and hope to the girl child?
Most especially, I will talk about education activism.
Okay.
For the marginalized.
Oh.
Because you see many people on the streets hawking, many children, especially girls, hawking, doing one thing or the other. They are supposed to be in school learning. Education is so important. Nelson Mandela said education is like a key that can open doors to a greater future in Nigeria. Indeed, education is so important. It's education, according to the Article 26 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Education should be free. Primary school should be free. We should all learn about the United Nations and how to get on with others. Our parents can choose what we learn. But in our present day society, many children are not going to school. In Otiano Foundation, we have a big dream.
Okay.
And we need a lot of help to make it come true. We want every child in the society. We don't want any child to be hawking. We want every child to attend school.
Okay.
We want every child to have a good education.
Okay. Aside your educational drive, what other advocacy do you have going on to help the girl child? Like you shared with us the story of your friend or the girls you know who were transported to Libya and who were being raped, the one that was being raped by her father.
Yes.
What advocacy do you have to make such a thing not happen again?
Okay, thank you for that wonderful question. We have online safety.
Okay.
Now, this online safety, I use it to teach myself and teach my peers.
Okay.
That we should not look at download or copy improper or bad material. If we see something improper or if we experience something that upsets us, we should quickly tell our parents, guardians, and counselors.
Okay.
We should not share personal information about ourselves. We should not share naked or improper pictures, videos, or recordings of ourselves or anyone else.
Okay.
We should not arrange to meet anyone in person that we met online without permission from our parents, guardians, and counselors.
Okay.
We should not accept to make a phone conversation with someone we met online without permission from our parents, guardians, and counselors. And as a person under the age 18, we should follow our parents or guardians
and counselors
on when and how to use the computer.
Amazing.
And we should not use the computer for anything illegal.
That is very true.
Because now the new trend is using the computer to attract victims.
Well, the crimes online are getting real, and in fact, a lot of people are falling victims. That is why our guest this morning is speaking about how the girl child can protect herself from some of those predators there that are faceless, mostly hiding behind the screen boards or the screens and of computers or phones or tablets to perpetrate very heinous crimes. Let me ask you now. When I saw your CV, it was loaded. You are also a poet. Now, is poetry one of the ways which you express yourself in bringing voice to the situations of the girl child? And how did you come about this talent?
Yes, poems is one of the ways. And my mentor, Father Williams Obi, his writing inspired me to start my poems. He writes poems also. And poems is a more easy way to make people listen to you. You know, people pay attention when they see you and when they hear you saying things meaningful.
So now, the poems you've written, are they addressing issues of the girl child?
Yes.
You mind sharing one of the poems with us?
Yes. Whose girl child?
Okay.
Whose girl child is constantly raped and slaughtered? Whose girl child has learned to cry all day, walk miles and miles on premature bones? Which toothless child has learned to chew grains and sip spirit with spirits? Whose child must now learn a trade? Whose girl child has to trash the risky part of hustlers? Whose girl child must now be exported for gains and trash till tainted dollar notes appear? Whose girl child is constantly maltreated and plundered? Whose gender is discriminated simply because she was born a girl child? Whose girl child is crying left alone on the street beside the stagnant gutters, dressed naked and prepared, waiting to be raped and slaughtered at will? Whose girl child has to whimper day long, hammed mouthful too soon of adult lies? Whose girl child is in prison, in her own home, lacerated, abandoned and elated, guilty of all count charges? Whose girl child is denied the right to life, the right to be girl or woman and still be human? This is the girl child of the society, too sophisticated to be human.
Well, that was really, really touching. I don't know. I'm feeling somehow now. You have a way with words. We must give you that, and that was really beautiful. As much as it draws our attention to the challenges of the girl child, we need to awaken to some of those problems. So let's talk about challenges now. You are a teenage ambassador, and you represent a foundation known as the Oxano Foundation, right? So, are there any challenges that you have encountered in trying to advocate for the girl child? And are there any special projects that you need attention drawn to?
Yes, we are on the education activism. It's for the marginalized. You know, education is important.
Yes.
So we're drawing attention because in Nigeria, we have a big dream in Nigeria and we need the help of people to make them come true.
Okay.
Right now, a lot of people in Nigeria, especially those in urban, poor and rural community, can't go back or start school because of money problem associated with the current economic hardship. I believe that every child deserves a chance to learn, to dream, and to build a better future for themselves, their family, and their society. That's why I am passionate about advocating for education activism.
Amazing, amazing. Wow, you're doing so much. Okay, let me ask now because we are running out of time. What about when you mentioned earlier about the gender inequality? Why we do not have any say in how we were born? I did not get a chance to choose if I wanted to be a girl or a boy. Neither did you. Yeah, so that was beyond us. But having been born now, you mentioned one of the challenges of the girl child being the fact that the gender inequality affects her greatly, as she's mostly victimized, kidnapped, illegally transported or emigrated, and all of that. So now tell us, what are you doing about that?
Gender inequality.
Yes. How what are you going to do to make sure that more girls don't fall victims?
Oxana Foundation, we are raising awareness. Now, our first human right says we are all born free and equal. Meaning we are all born free. We all have our own different thoughts and ideas, but we should all be treated in the same way. So, me advocating for human rights, I am still raising awareness on gender inequality.
Okay. Well, there you have it. We've been speaking with an amazing personality, a teen ambassador representing the Oxano Foundation. She is Kosisa Chukupis Asogwa. She's a poet, an international human rights ambassador, a writer, and a future doctor. And of course, today is the International Day for the Girl Child, which is why she's here with us in the studio to lend her voice to the call to develop a vision for the girl child and ensure that that vision is met and executed. Personally, I have my own advocacy I do for the girl child, and that is a simple advocacy. Menstrual pad should be free for all girls. They should not buy it. They should not have to spend 1 naira buying it. In fact, we should have it everywhere. Is my advocacy bad?
No, it's interesting.
It's interesting.
Very nice.
Would you mind voicing it for me?
Yes.
Okay, so there I have it. I've recruited an ambassador to my cause. Yes, every girl child should be able to access sanitary pads at least. The program is saying good morning, Abuja. Thank you so much for coming, ambassador, and happy International Girl Child Day to you.
Thank you.
Yes. So quickly now, let's go on a short break. When we come back, there's still a lot on the program. Please stay with us. On today's ride on the show, Good Morning Abuja.
This is Window on Abuja.
We have everything it takes to compete with any nation all across the world.
How do we make it? We are ready to produce. I've been contributing to the development of your kingdom.
They know my story.
Hello and welcome to Young Hearts.
Our focus today will be on hepatitis B.
Ladylike.
This is Entertainment Gist.
Welcome back to the show. It's still Good Morning Abuja. Yes, and like I want to keep reminding us, it's Friday. That means, of course, the weekend has started. Thank God it's Friday. How do you intend to spend your Friday? You know, the evenings of Friday here in the capital city, Abuja, are usually very interesting. Red light districts, music clubs, paparazzi, camera, lights, action. Everywhere there's something going on. And if you just let yourself go out there and enjoy the ambience of this beautiful city, trust me, your Fridays will never be dull again. It's on that very, very refreshing note of what Friday could be like that, I would like to welcome our next guest on the show this morning. Officially now, entertainment has started. So permit me to say welcome to David Elumelu, aka David Ace Keys. You're welcome on the show, bro.
yes. Welcome. Thank you.
Yeah. You know, Abuja is a beautiful city. Share with us what's your typical Friday is like.
Activation. Activation.
Yeah, now I know you're a music producer, an artist, so naturally Fridays, Saturdays you're out there partying, bringing it to the people, giving them some of those things that
sir.
And your fans, of course, they won't let a Friday go down for you. They want to keep you engaged.
Yeah, exactly.
What is your Friday like? You could always get back to us on our feedback channel. But whatever your Friday is like, we want to say thank God it's Friday. Now this morning, I and David will try to look at the Nigerian entertainment space. We want to look at the Nigerian entertainment industry. We want to look at all the amazing things that our artists are doing. Yes, and we have great, amazing artists. I like to think we have the best.
Yeah, we do.
We do.
In the world, yeah.
We have the best in the world. David, the Nigerian music industry now, we are recognized globally. Yeah, it's like if you need to do music now and you're not featuring in Nigerian music, or incorporating a Nigerian sound into your music, or a Nigerian dance or fashion into your music video or something. You've done nothing. Let's talk about that. How did we get to this place?
You know, it has to do with time and consistency. First of all, we have to give props to the OGs, such as Timaya, Two-Face, you know, like the whole Plantation Boys, Style Plus, The Band, Don Jazzy, those men. In fact, The Band was one of the people who took the Afrobeat sound, or let me just say the African music movement to another stage. I mean, he did something, him and Don Jazzy, they did this song with Snoop Dogg and Mr. Endown remix, if you can remember back then. Do. So, I mean, it's just been step after step after step. Then, you know, we have the likes of Davido, Wizkid, Burna, now Rema. Yeah. Taking it up there. Exactly. And we say we're coming. Yes, so we can still push it further.
Of course. You know, it's just like you said, started from the OGs. Yeah. There's a transition. If I have my way, I would like to even go back way before the badge. Talk about people like Junior, Pretty, Blackie, you know, Zaki Azeh. Those guys are really, really got these things to our radio back in the days when to watch TV, you have to come and wait 30 minutes to just watch the color bars before the national anthem comes up at 4 p.m. But with how well we are doing now, it seems like there's competition for who's the best.
I mean, I look at it as, you know, in life, it's just the way you see things. I look at it as healthy competition.
Okay.
Because how would you know? Because we're all running a marathon at the end of the day. It doesn't really matter. But how would you know you are doing well if you don't look to your left or your right?
And see who you're running against.
You say you're fast. But how fast are you in the race? You know, you have to look at Usain Bolt. I mean, he had been training for years to run a 9 or 10 second race. So, and everybody he ran with, most people don't even know. Like a couple of big names that ran with him, but you only see Usain Bolt. So those ones now, they had to look to their left to look at Usain to know that I need to run faster. Yes. I need to run fast. I need to up my A game. So that's why I think competition is necessary.
Exactly.
In the music industry.
But there are concerns that this competition does not nosedive into, or at least we do not begin to see violence. Like we know, these are young bloods and head the hot. So sometimes,
you know, at times it's sometimes these issues are, like I said, it's good for the brand. Like now, if a certain artist comes and takes a shot at me, I'll first analyze. If I know this person, if I know the person personally, I'll just tell him, we're gonna sit down to it. That's serious. No matter what it is, just like, or if I see if it's someone I don't really know and I look at his following, I say, I even see this one self. and I see he's good ahead. I could say something back.
Yes.
You understand?
Get the attention, you clap back.
Yes,
you know,
clap back.
He has substance, he's bringing something to you.
I mean, he'll probably be a good enough artist or something. Then I just give a clap back. You know, healthy competition. Now going to where you are, what you were talking about, the violence. Although people say some things they're not supposed to say, me personally, when I see it's heading towards it, I just shy away from it. Just leave it as
that's a mature thing to do. Yes. But like I said sometimes head the hot, and some people just does not how will I put it? Some people go too far, like we saw with the band and I say with the band with Bonner and of course Happy or Smith Darlington, as I said, with the whole police and everything. You know, there are thin lines that you do not cross, whatever the situation is. But let's come back to our music now. Let's come back to you because you are a star of today, and so you're on the spotlight today. We're celebrating you. Now let's just take a brief. Let's get to know you. How did this whole thing start?
To be honest, I've always loved music. As a young boy, like my dad was a musician as well.
Wow!
He played. In fact, him, Raskimuno is my uncle.
Wow!
So I mean, they've been doing music. My dad used to bring Fela back in the day, in their school and everything. So I've always been surrounded around music. Then he would take me to church. I'm a Catholic. We'd go to the Catholic church and I'd hear the hymns and everything. So like I was always around music. Then primary school, went to the music club. I always knew like that I was going to do this. It was either I was going to play football or be a musician, or probably be an astronaut. But that one didn't happen. Well, I mean, music and football.
Yeah.
And the music just stopped. And what was interesting was I would hear songs on the radio, and in my mind I'm like, I like the way they did the instrumental. I really wish at this point something went this way.
Or if only.
Yes.
Yeah.
The next thing, I get my dad has his keyboard. He left it. Just went there. I was just playing around with my siblings and friends. So I was just playing the keyboard because I started playing the keyboard at a young age. Then I was thinking, because I love drums, because those were my first instruments. And I was like, how can I add drums to this thing? Then I was just playing around, and I found something record. Then I just hit the record and I saw drums. I was like, I wish the drums would be playing like this. So I followed up through. Then the thing started playing back again, like looping.
Yes.
I was like, wow. It's like this is something. I think this is finally like what I wanted to do, like match sounds, do this. And imagine someone 9 years old doing this.
All of that, then you do something, and when it's looking back, you wonder, you're like, I just did that.
I just did that.
I mean, that means I could do something.
Even my dad and his friends that used to jam, they never knew like the keyboard they had could loop sounds. And when I played it and I saved it, when they came, they were like, what sound is that? I've never heard this thing before. I'm like, okay, I just did it myself. He said, how did you do it? The next thing you see a small boy with surrounded by grown men
teaching them how to do that.
And I'm like, see these people that anytime they want to record, they chase me away.
It's really interesting when you as a young person get to be the one in charge to pass knowledge on the other ones. Well, you see, I was going to now talk about the sounds you're creating now, and we'll get to discuss it and all of that. But before we do, there is a song that there's a song you have there. And I just want our viewers to follow up on the conversation by first watching this music video of yours. So let's watch this, and when we come back, you follow up on the conversation, and then you get to see why this artist is super unique. Stay with us, it's still good morning.
Yes, bring the beats back.
Isangwa ugenda mama namune namune Isangwa ugenda mama namune namune Isangwa ugenda mama namune. The city is mine, I told you before, I tell you again, don't look at me less. I do it like Saka, the way my goals, I just a finesse. Nothing way I go regret, check out my flow, I be president. It is evidence, so forget them on the internet. Yes, they do give a damn, now why they won't go hold our flow. Now I go tell Pharaoh, say make it let my people go. Let my man them go, make them show, say we go blow. I said today, not today, now why we say not just so much. Not just so much. Isangwa ugenda mama namune muje chezo muje. Isangwa who get mama na mune. Na mune. Isangwa who get mama na mune. Na mune. Isangwa who get mama na mune. I say gongwaso, I'ma too power. The feeling is nice when you don't get down, me they sweet don't be busy, I be the go back and forth like Tilo. If I tell them say I don't need this game, say I don't see snakes, they won't use my brain. Hey.
Welcome back, and yes, that was David Ace Keys there. You heard that this agua that we get up. So this television station that David Ace Keys gets up. And of course the Abuja musical space, David Ace Kids also get up. We follow get up. You when you watch us also get up. But Jay will deny that we're working them. But before we do that, let's just interact more. Now that was a beautiful song. I love the integration that you were able to do with the pidgin down to Hausa, and in fact that was beautiful. The code switching, the interplay there you did it when you were doing the lyrics, like that was really good. Now, of course, this is not your only song. There, you have a lot of projects out there. Let's just talk about your journey now. Talking about the projects you have and how they are good, how they're doing, how you're going with them.
We thank God because I have this song with the Kabusa Choir.
Yeah,
let me
Kabusa Choir.
Let me not even say I have this song. They have this song and they pull me on.
Wow.
Shout out to the director Austin Khan. That's my brother. There's this song we did, a cover of Shwalaba.
Yes.
I don't know if you know Shwalaba.
Yeah, I do.
So we did a cover. Yeah, exactly. So we did the choir version. Okay. I produced that version with the Kabusa Choir, and it's so crazy how I'll get into a club. I'll be like, today's Friday. I might go. I might not go. I don't know. I can get into the club. The DJs don't even know the owners of the song.
Yes,
is around,
and they play it.
And they play it in the club. So that's a very crazy experience. Yeah. Even having Muje, the chorus that you like so much was even written by Pharaoh 47. He's the artist I featured on there. But people don't really know, because when they hear the song, they're like, okay, where's the part that Pharaoh and 99 sang? Like, what I did was, as Pharaoh wrote the chorus and sang it single. So we now came together, we now voiced it. So I now did some ad-libs. So people think it's me when it's really him.
I get it now.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, and I mean, the other artist I featured, 99, she did this vocal thing from the beginning to the end of the song, just back to back. Wonderful artist.
There's so much art in creating music. People just think it's just sitting on the keyboard and just they're just bringing in some drums and all. But see the creativity, how you're able to marry sound, how you're able to work on Pharaoh's own sound and playing 99 vocals and all of, and how that song came out beautifully. That's amazing. That's art. Beyond the song with Kabusa Choir and this Muje, what other projects do you have going on?
In fact, I myself and my guys La Hawks, Detail Made It and Skips TI. Those are my brothers. We just dropped a song. I'm not one of them. So you guys should go and check it out now. Not one of them.
Yeah.
So
wow.
It's, I mean, when we have songs like that, because I try to see how much music I can drop. I won't say recently because it happened 4 years ago. I lost a friend who we used to do music together, and I put it upon myself that I owe this guy to continue this musical journey, no matter how, even till I get to 60 years old. I just want to make music and drop music till God calls me. Basically,
I can relate with that. My condolences to you. And so rest peacefully. But that's a strong inspiration for you to want to keep going. But beyond the death of your friend, I'm sure there are other inspirations that drives the creative nature that you carry to continue to bring us, we your fans, some music.
Yes, so I mean, I want to give a big shout out to 247 Wavy Gang.
Okay.
Those are my people. That's my team of creatives, like producers, mix engineers, creatives, and also my family at Eastbird. Because I signed a contract with them based off production distribution. So GBOG down to Skip Steer to the Cruz. I don't know where he is. He's supposed to be in the studio, but probably stepped out.
Yeah, so somewhere.
They still one place. To the seed, everybody, down to the Kapusa choir as well, because we've been working closely and all. So like just having such wonderful people around you. In fact, when God said, "Let us make man in our image and likeness."
Yes.
So when you see that image of life, like when you see them, you're seeing the image of God. Like you're seeing the beautiful things people can do. So that keeps me inspired. God keeps me inspired. So there's always more ammunition.
That's true. That's true. You heard him. And permit me to say shout out to people like Odumodu Black, real OGs like Magneto, and of course people like Star Plus and my own very good friend 6 Foot Plus, and all of those people who started this musical journey here in Abuja and continue to inspire great musical contents from Abuja here, and then representing the North, and of course sweating it out with the Lagos artists.
Yes, so
all to the glory of Nigeria, I'll say. So it's been such a pleasure having you on the studio. But before we go, usually I want you to just freestyle something for us now, so that today is Friday, so that we can be able to take that one and enter the club. Who knows? The DJ just might be inspired to ride with us as we go. So just do something small.
I know you will say like an errand boy. I get one killing with they give me joy. I still pull up like a moving van. Now we're blowing up like a ceiling fan. Oh man, they vex. We just find money. Oh man, they stress. They do me too choky. They hold for neck. Don't be my fault. Say man, depressed. But we think concern me. I'm not one of them.
We know the press. The only thing we will press for here, our remote, and right about now we say no press. Don't change this down. It's NT Abuja Channel 5. This is Good Morning Abuja. Stay with us as we go on the short break.
La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah.
With the peace and blessings of Allah be upon each and every one of us. It's another fantastic Friday evening, and you're welcome to NTA Channel 5 Abuja.
First of all, you train yourself, you educate yourself, then you educate your family, and then the community at large.
Fundamentals of Islam Live, showing 7:30 p.m. every Friday on NTA Channel 5 Abuja, the Unity Station. Join us.
Welcome back from that short break, and yes, the program Good Morning Abuja is still on, and we're still having an amazing time. And because it's the weekend, we know it's a time to relax, and that's why we have put together some interesting suggestions, movie suggestions for you. And let's just go to our movie trailer segment of the show and show you some movie trailers and interesting suggestions that could keep you occupied this weekend. So stay with us. It's still Good Morning Abuja.
Say cheese.
This is very, very bad.
This is City View College. We pride ourselves in prestige, excellence, and above all, discretion.
I love you, right?
I could stare
You have a new new addition to your class this session.
Why do you keep leaving this door open? Don't you want mosquitoes to kill us?
I had your training resumption party this Friday.
I'm on half the party prep now.
I've got everything covered.
I've been talking to for a guess, she know me now. The conversation's going too clear, phenomenal. She got me feeling like there's nothing impossible.
How did I end up in this party in the first place?
What the hell are we going to do?
We need to make sure nobody else finds out about this plan.
Do you know how much trouble we'll be in? How do you want to explain this?
Do your parents know you're here? You don't need this.
You are going to transfer to a military school.
I can't go anywhere. My life is here.
Maybe it's time for us to tell her that we're back together.
No! We're in the middle of the worst week of our lives and all you can think of is the head girl election. Grow up, Diane.
A couple of students said they saw you arguing with him on Friday.
Your family is basically bankroll City View.
I'm going to meet some of your best lawyers.
Kisa implication ɗin maganar da muke yi.
Make na biko. Ejimo.
I'll have to meet with everyone tomorrow.
I still can't believe you agreed to be his personal spy.
Informat victory. Just the correct terminologies.
I go down. You're all going down.
I want this to disappear fast. Fix it.
It's either she reports herself to the police, or it's all of us.
All of us.
All of us.
Oh, they're here.
Be cool.
Excellent service, Lawrence. I'm giving you 5 stars.
You must be Princess Alien.
That's me.
So you're having some trouble with your parents?
Yeah, they went into the dark forest, and when they came back, they were a little different.
How different?
Well...
Ooh, wow, you ain't kidding.
Her parents are monsters.
Wow. I thought you were just being dramatic.
Why would I do that?
Because you're a teenager.
Mom!
Wow.
Monsters? Ready the battalion!
Stop! This is your king and queen!
That's the king and queen?
For the safety of the kingdom, they will be sent to the far reaches of the world.
If they don't change back soon, they'll be monsters forever.
We have to get them out of here! Mom, Dad? We're going to break the spell! Come on, let's go! We're gonna make it together. Put down your weapons.
Princess?
I said drop them. Ugh. Guess we gotta be a bit more specific. Bad king, bad queen. Hey!
Chew away, sire.
Dad, put him down.
Welcome back. If you're a movie fan, of course, that's some pointers for you as to what movie you might decide to go see in the cinema or just Netflix and chill as is the weekend. Whatever you decide to do, try to do it in company of family members, friends, and loved ones. It gets more interesting that way. And of course, popcorn goes a long way in making a movie extra interesting. Let's go see what's happening at the sports corner. We've had a wonderful week, seeing some sporting actions from all over the world. And of course, we know as we head into the weekend, we're expecting some sporting action as well. Our Super Eagles are in camp, and you know whenever they are camping, Nigerians, over 200 million of us, are their strongest force as supporters. We are looking forward to some interesting tackles during this weekend. Let's go see what other sporting bits are there so that we could be prepared for some sporting fiesta, some sporting extravaganza, some sporting hula baloo. Let me speak like these commentators on the radio now. Whatever one you choose to take, let's just go enjoy some sporting bits.
Ahead of this Friday 2025 AFCON qualifiers between Nigeria's Super Eagles and the Mediterranean Knights of Libya, Super Eagles players have expressed readiness to defeat their visitors to claim 3 maximum points to consolidate their position on the Group D table.
A lot of people will say the game will be easy, but we all know no game is easy in Africa. Even at your club, no game is easy. And we just need to fight and try to do our best to have the victory.
The AFCON is there. We're in a good spot, but we will not allow complacency to actually set in. We still need to do more. We still need to improve. There's so many things we need to improve on, and I think these AFCON qualifiers will give more confidence for us to go into the World Cup qualifying games. So I think it's just for us to just get our heads together.
We have players playing in the Champions League. We have players playing in the top elite league in the world of football, and I think that is where everyone wants to be. And in the branding of Nigerian football, I think it's something huge for the country.
Also understand football, you win some, you lose some, so it's just how you support us as. Everybody do mistakes, so just keep believing in us.
Meanwhile, the Mediterranean Knights have touched down in Uyo ahead of their must-win Africa Cup of Nations 2025 qualifying clash. The match, which is the third round of Group D qualifiers, is crucial for both teams as they seek to secure their place in the tournament, set to be hosted in Morocco.
Welcome back from our Sporting Beats Corner. I'm sure you found that very interesting. Let's quickly now go see what's happening with the weather. We're very much in the rainy season, and of course with advisories out there for us to be extra careful about flooding situations. And of course, if we are going to talk about weather, it's important that we understand that we owe it a duty to ourselves to not put ourselves in danger by way of blocking waterways or obstructing water passages. Once we can do that, I'm sure we'll be very much okay. But my personal advice is, since the rains are still here, your best companion when leaving the house is still the umbrella. So let's see what the weather update is like, and when we come back, we'll be saying bye-bye on the show. Welcome back. The program is still Good Morning Abuja. There was a lot of takeaways from today's show, and I really had an interesting time interacting with our different guests. But I am particularly fired up by the International Day for the Girl Child, knowing that we owe ourselves a depth of responsibility to ensure that the girl child is educated, the girl child is catered for, the girl child is protected. In fact, all children should enjoy that same privilege, but considering the vulnerabilities of the girl child, we have to stand up, step up, and do more. And my own personal advocacy is the girl child should have access to sanitary pads. It should not be sold. It should not be paid for. It should be available. At least it's the least that we can do. If you're interested in this advocacy, you could lend your voice to it and find ways to support it. It's been an amazing time on the show Good Morning Abuja. It's the start of the weekend, and I'm all ready to go enjoy myself as well as relax. So do the same, but do it after the close of work. So bye-bye. We do have yourself a beautiful day. On behalf of the entire production crew, we would like to say have a great day and a restful weekend. Bye.